Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm the Customer Success Lead here at EcoSend. Welcome back to our monthly wrap-up series, where I'm delighted to give you an update on everything we've been up to for the last month of summer. August is usually a quieter time for many companies, but we've been keeping busy here at EcoSend, kicking off with 2 new releases from our product team. Our first update allows you to drag and drop images into our HTML code platform for the first time. Our no-code email builder is usually the preferred choice for most of our audience. But some marketers do have a love for code, and for those marketers, our code your own email option is their general preference. Before this update, adding images to our HTML code builder required manually inputting IMG SRC fields and image URLs, which could be a little time-consuming. But thanks to our latest release, simply drag and drop your image into the message canvas and EcoSend will build out the IMG SRC code inputs and image URL all for you. We're also constantly on the lookout for ways we can improve accessibility and readability across the EcoSend platform. So for our second release, our product team shipped a series of changes to improve our body text and background colors across our email builder in order to improve visual accessibility. These updates include darkening our sidebar font color from pale grey to black, updating the email builder line height from 120% to 150% to improve default readability, and changing the background color of our blank messages and email templates from grey to white. We hope you find these updates useful. If you have any feedback or suggestions on areas of the platform you'd like to see improvements, please reach out to us at support@ecosend.io. We were also delighted to add 2 new case studies to the EcoSend Vault this month, with success stories from Fruit Market and the Sustainable Wedding Alliance. It was wonderful to hear stories from these clients, not only about their choice to switch to a climate-conscious provider, but also about the effect EcoSend has had on their key email campaign metrics. For Fruit Market, they've managed to maintain an impressive 0.36% unsubscribe rate since switching to EcoSend, while the Sustainable Wedding Alliance maintain a whopping 8.26% click-through rate. We always love hearing about your success stories with EcoSend. If you'd like to feature in our case study page, please reach out to me at chris@ecosend.io. We plant 10 trees as a thank you for every case study published. We're also continuing to build out the videos available in our email marketing best practice knowledge hub. We now have videos and tips on lowering your unsubscribe rate, keeping your emails compliant to the latest SPF, DKIM and DMARC regulation changes, as well as our top tips on reducing your email carbon footprint. And this month marks the final episodes of our 5th season of the EcoSend podcast. We're amazed at how quickly this season has passed by, as well as how much the podcast has grown since we kicked off with our first episode back in November 2022. We had a ton of fantastic guests this season, ranging from purpose-driven entrepreneurs, B Corp consultants, podcast coaches, and ethical marketers. For our final episodes, we welcomed Krista Stowe to talk about all things ethical marketing and podcasting, with some incredible tips on how to grow your podcast audience. We were also joined by Michelle Miles as our last guest of the season, giving a deep dive into her journey into the world of sustainable events and how to make your wedding more climate conscious. And as always for our final episode, I put our usual host James into the hot seat to grill him on everything he's learned from the past months of the podcast, as well as from running EcoSend. It was our first episode recorded in person, which is something we're still learning about, so apologies for the echoey audio. We hope you enjoyed the 5th season as much as we did, and we'll look forward to welcoming you for season 6 coming soon. Summer in England is always temperamental at best, and the day of our team summer social was no exception. This August, the London-based members of EcoSend, plus 2 furry companions, got together for a boat trip around Canary Wharf. It was more perfect storm than the beach, but we had a great time putting around the canals and exploring the waters of East London. Hugo and Brody also seemed to thoroughly enjoy their first boat adventure, and we managed to stop either of them from jumping in the water, especially Hugo, who seemed particularly keen for a swim. And lastly, to round off as always with our tree count, this month we hit 8,916 trees. Thank you as always to our clients for helping us make this happen. These trees reforest devastated areas, restore flora and fauna, and offer salaried work to locals in tree apps projects across countries like Haiti, Ethiopia, Peru, and Tanzania. And that's it from me this month. I'll look forward to seeing you in September.